Okay folks, this is the Giants and Ogres project. You're going to be making one of these. Okay, look at that, get a look at that great example. Inside here is a wire armature. It's made of wire on the inside, like this, like a skeleton. Well, we would have told you that already, wouldn't we? Okay. Main thing about using wire is that it's quite dangerous, and this wire, if you're not careful, it's virtually invisible when it moves around fast. And if one of those catches you in the eye, you'll know about it. It'll hurt you. So, health and safety! Be careful. Watch the ends. Stand sensibly at your desk. Look around for other people and make sure you don't hurt them with your wire. The first thing you're going to do with the wire that you're going to be given is this. You're going to join the edges up, right? Join those ends up. Got that, sir? Join the ends up, okay? If you can pinch the end, then you can hold it safe. That's not going to get in anyone's eye. Hold it safe there, and then put your finger on the other end. That makes it into a shape that it won't come out of, okay? It's stuck there like that. I found the centre point of the wire. That's the point of this. I'm finding right the centre because I've just folded it over. Now at this point, I'm going to decide how big the head of my giant is going to be. Can you see how wide that is? You'll notice that giants, right, if you give them a small head, their bodies will look enormous. So I'm going to go for quite a small head here. And what I'm going to do is just cross the wire over, being careful of my partners not to be spiked with the wire. I'm going to cross it over. And this is the trickiest bit. If you can learn how to do this, you can master wire, right? You've got to cross it over, and somehow you've got to hold it still with your hand. Like this, like a claw if you like, or like this, with your thumb and your fingers, but it's got to be held in one place while you use a bit of leverage, right? If I twist this now, it will twist tight. Watch. Oh, I've got to hold it tight. There you go. I twist, and twist again, and twist. Now this is giving the giant the tiniest head imaginable. There's a tiny head, but it's twisted together, okay? And that's not going to go anywhere. That's done now, okay? See how that one's slightly larger, but that's fine. Right. Now I can go on and make the rest of the body. So what I'm going to do is, again, exaggerate the shoulders on my giant. There you go. Right, they're much wider than my shoulders, okay? If they were normal shoulders, proper proportion if you like, they'd be more like that. But I'm going to exaggerate my giant. I'm going to make him look as if he's got enormous muscles. There you go. Big old shoulders. And can you see it naturally twists together like that, right there. I'm going to make the waist around about there. It's going to make a kind of a V shape or a heart shape. The same again. I've got to hold these bits of wire, hold them still, and then I twist this round. Once, twice, maybe 3 times. Right, this is going to be quite a small giant, but I'm quite happy about that. That's fine. Okay. Right, 4 times. I've made a waist. Okay. There's the waist. Now I've got loads of legs here. That's not a problem, because we're going to do something with that excess wire. Right. First thing I'm going to do though is bend the giant in half. Right. If I bend it in half like that, that's where I can tell that his feet are going to be. Because round about here is where the feet should start. So I've bent it in half once, just there, and then looking at that point, I'm going to bend it again. Okay. That is going to be where the feet are. I'll just bend the body back up to get it out of the way. And what I can do then, making sure that I do both at the same time, is bend this wire once more. I'm going to put 2 fingers there and almost wrap the wire around my fingers. See how I'm doing that? I'm using my fingers to make the shape. Yeah? So I'm wrapping the wire around my fingers. Yeah? You see, I can hold this in one hand. It's not going to go flying all over the place because I'm in control of it now. So I've wrapped that wire around my fingers. I then take it apart. Right? Doesn't matter if I just pull it a little bit. It will keep its shape as long as I'm gentle. Right? Now if I've just pulled it apart, what I can do now is make sure that those feet stay in place. And look, they're both the same size. Yeah? That's why I wrapped them at the same time. So, I'm now going to do exactly the same as before. I'm going to hold the wire in place as I wrap it round. This is the fiddliest bit. You've got to use all your fingers. And you've got to try to keep this wire still while you're moving the rest of it around the outside. And what I'm doing with this leg now is making it stronger by wrapping 2 lengths of wire together. There you go. Marvellous. Strong legs on my giant. Nearly done. Now, giant's almost ready. I'm just going to point his feet in the right direction, and I'm going to bend the knees halfway down. If you don't bend in the right place, your giant will look odd. Right? Look, if I give him knees that are very low down, it doesn't quite work. If they're too high up, it doesn't work either. That's not where your knees are, is it? Your knees are halfway down. And you can find out where that is by turning it over and making the ankles meet the bum there. There you go. Knees. And now I have a perfectly posable giant without any arms, which will come next.